Welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and we're here today to talk about the recent interview with Brie Larson and Chris Hemsworth and Don Cheadle, because I learned something from that interview. I learned that Brie Larson is just so freaking strong. She's just the strongest. How did I learn this? Because she told me. And as everybody knows, when you are really good at something, the best way to convince people that you're really good at it is just to tell them that all of the time. So this delightful interview features, and to be fair, she's not explicitly saying that she is the strongest. She is saying that Captain Marvel is the strongest, which, there's so much empirical evidence to suggest that, because we've seen her fight so many different, we've just seen her fight pretty much like one villain, maybe two, I guess the Kree and the Skrulls. She fights the Skrulls in the beginning a little bit, and then the Kree. So she fights two people, two villains, some humans, a little bit of humans. Definitely, as many different races as all of the other Avengers have fought, put together, right? Right? No. That's not right, actually. Anyway, totally, she's like energy punches ships out of orbit. We've never seen anything like that. It's not like we've seen Iron Man stop a freaking nuclear bomb or something like that. No, that never happened, did it? Oh no, right, that totally happened. And Thor's just a god. Thor was just hit with the entire energy of a sun and was kind of fine. So, that's her whole thing, right? Captain Marvel's like, I have the energy of a star, and and Thor has the energy, can apparently take a hit from the energy of a star and keep rocking. But no, if that doesn't make sense. That doesn't explicitly state that he is stronger by saying that he could have take all of her force and energy and then continue being okay. That's not what that means. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Oh my god, Thor is totally stronger than Captain Marvel. Come on, people. Forget that logic. Just how you comport yourself in this freaking interview. Because obviously, once again, the way this is, I don't even know where to begin. As you can see, there's so many places to go. I don't even know where to begin. So we have this wonderful interview where she says so many snarky things because she's just so sassy and snarky. This is who Brie Larson is. Oh my god. So we've got her clapping back at Chris Hemsworth in a couple of different instances. My favorite of which is, of course, when he's ribbing her and he's like, oh, the next Tom Cruise here. And she's like, I'll be the next me. I'll be the first me, not the next Tom Cruise. Thank you very much. I love the way she says that. It's not even, because the way she says it, it's like she perfectly adds that inflection. Thank you very much. It goes beyond just, if you were just gently ribbing and, being playful back and forth, you'd be like, oh, thank you very much. You just like, it would be a throwaway thing, like all of Chris Hemsworth's lines, because he has nothing to prove. No, this is her being like, look at me, I'm an adult and I'm winning this fight. I will be the first me. Just the way she does it. It's just like, girl, do you want insecurity tattooed all over your face? Because we can do that for you. It'll be a lot easier than all this effort you're putting in to tell us this in all your roundabout ways all the freaking time. My goodness. But yeah, no, totally. She is way, oh my god, the first Brie Larson. That's like way more impressive than being the next Tom Cruise. Because like, look, forget being in your 50s looking like you don't age because you've discovered somehow the elixir of life, learning how to pilot a helicopter, inventing a new helicopter stunt, and holding onto a plane that's actually taking off. No. This has nothing, absolutely nothing on being strapped into a harness and flown around in front of a green screen. Thank you, Brie Larson. You're so much more impressive with your one movie of stunts, maybe two, I guess, if you did your own in Captain Marvel. So much more impressive than Tom Cruise's multi-decade career in which he has done things where his fellow actors have been like, you're probably gonna die, this is nuts. Like, yeah, totally. You're so much more impressive though, and I bet you'll continue to be, because you know what? Before Captain Marvel, you admitted that you never really worked out. So that makes you, that right there makes you so much more impressive than everybody, especially Chris Hemsworth, who's clearly worked out all of his life. Look, when he wanted to be Thor, it's not that crazy. They told him to bulk up and he was like, okay. And they're like, whoa, stop bulking because you can't fit in your costume anymore. That's nothing. Bulking up was already a thing that he did. It's so much more impressive that Brie Larson went from being a noodle to being a slightly more rigid noodle. Way more impressive that she went from being a lazy pampered prima donna to someone with a few muscles than from being, already very fit and in shape to being so jacked he couldn't fit in his costume anymore. No, you're right, you're way, because you had to work harder, because you started, you know what, because that's what it is. It's like a metaphor for how women are disadvantaged, because you had no control over your overall level of fitness prior to this happening. It's just a great metaphor for how women are disadvantaged, and therefore you had to work harder to get strong. Therefore, it's more impressive that you did. Never mind that no one was stopping you from working out before. Anyway. And then all those little moments where she's just like, yeah, no, I'm totally strong. Especially when he's trying to pay her a compliment. I mean, girl, you remind me, you know what you remind me of? You remind me of me years ago when I was just figuring out who I was and I was still kind of insecure about it and I was insecure about people accepting who it was. So I just stick it in their face over and over and over again and be like, guys, this is me. This is who I am. Love me. You know how well that worked for me? I'm much better now. I recommend doing a little soul searching and actually figuring out who you are and stop trying to tell it to everybody else, because I don't think Chris Hemsworth is that impressed, especially when he's capable of being a real human being who's going to go into a nuanced and tender moment and be like, oh, you stole our hearts. And she's like, I can't let down my walls because I don't love myself. And if I don't love myself, how can I ever expect anyone else to love me? I'm so strong, guys. Just believe that I'm strong. That's how this reads. Look at yourself, woman. Look at yourself in the mirror. First of all, if you look at yourself in the mirror, you might realize that your eyebrows have been frozen in the same position for the past, I don't know, probably all your life. And you might also notice things like you're not charming. You're not cute. You're sassy little, I'm just going to fire back at you all the time thing that may have worked when you were a teenager, but probably not then. God, I can't even imagine you as a teenager. You must have been, if you're insufferable now, you must have been just, ugh. But just, it's not cute. It's not charming. It doesn't make you read as like, oh, check me out, this new Hollywood badass. It reads like you're an insecure little girl, which you obviously are, and I'm sorry. I feel bad because you're so clearly insecure. But I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, woman. Like, you are pushing 30 there. You have the world at your disposal. You have every utility at your disposal. Go find a therapist. Find the greatest therapist the world has ever known. And maybe not even them. I don't know, because your insecurities go pretty freaking deep. Is that what it is? Is that your daddy issues that make you have to try to be one of the boys all the time, be accepted by the boys? Guess what? As someone who is sometimes accepted by the boys, be yourself. But I'm not sure if that's even the right advice for you either, because I don't know that yourself is anything anybody really wants to see. Like, who are you? I mean, once again, we talked about this before. You grew up, she's just someone who's grown up in Hollywood from the age of 8, being on TV and the movies and things like that. Who are you really? When you strip all that away, when you take away the glitz and the glam and the Hollywood celebrity lifestyle and the red carpet lifestyle and all your fancy celebrity friends, who are you? Is there anything there? Is there any substance to Brie Larson? Is she more than just the sum of her parts? I mean, I don't know. I'm sad for, I really am sad for her. And she pisses me off and she grates me like to no end. And I'm really, nervous for what kind of role she's going to play in Endgame. But at the end of the day, I am sad for her. I'm sad for this person. She's like I said, I see myself in that, but not this self, the self that I was, when I graduated from college and I was trying to assert my place in the world. And now, God, how many years out of college am I? 5, 6 years out of college? Just about. I've been out in the world for that amount of time, and I've figured out who I am. I don't need to run around, punch people in the face to let them know who I am, which, by the way, that's so great. Okay. Brie Larson, open invitation. Anytime you want to come want to properly spar with somebody, please come fight me. Because, man, so impressive. I took some private jiu-jitsu and taekwondo, whatever lessons, and now I'm such a badass, or judo or whatever I did. I can fight anybody. I just want to go punch people out in the face because I totally know what fighting is. Once again, I've been taking crowd for a few years now. I am by no means an expert. I'm known by no means the greatest fighter in the world, but I certainly know enough to know that walking around bragging at how good I am at punching people in the face, probably not the cutest thing in the world, except sometimes I still do it when I'm intoxicated. Sorry, Jeff. I hope your arm is better. But that's my point is like, what? Stop. You stop, but seriously, open invitation. You want to know what it actually feels like to fight somebody who's not holding back to protect your precious face because they're being paid $1 gajillion to train you for Captain Marvel? I'm here anytime you want. You want to go a sparring session? You want to feel what it really feels like to get hit in the face because it might be good for you. You know, I'm not saying I'm going to do violence to realize. It's an open invitation to spar, full gear, safety and all that stuff in concern, but no holds barred. Really, you want to know what it's like? You want to feel what it's like to be a strong woman facing down another strong woman and have out with it? Let's go anytime you want. That would be fun for me. I would enjoy that. These are things I enjoy. I don't need to talk up to guys and be like, hey, I'm so stronger than you. Fine. If I want to challenge you, if I want to see how your strength matches my strength, put on some sparring gear and let's go. I'm not afraid to get beat either. I'm not afraid to say, okay, you win. You are clearly stronger. You are clearly the better fighter. Probably I will learn something from that experience. Which, like, going back to the beginning of the interview, I didn't learn anything from you guys. Yeah, no shit, because you are not open enough as a human being to accept that you have flaws. You are just like the character that you present in Captain Marvel. You can't accept that you have flaws. You can't accept that there's any growth or learning you can do. You can't accept that there's anything you can learn from the people around you that will help improve you and make you better. And that's what makes most people in the world who have accepted these things better than you, lady. Doesn't matter how many Oscars you go out and win. Doesn't matter how many Avengers movies you make. You are still going to be that sad, insecure, empty person who can't improve because you already think you're so much better than everybody else that you will not let yourself learn things from other people. Rest my case. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and press that like button, depress it, harass it, whatever you like to do to the like button. Just make sure that it... Well, yeah, I don't really care if it likes it or not. It's a like button. Anyways, the video popping up says get involved with me. If you enjoyed my content, please click on that video. That will give you all this information. Patreon, Teespring for my t-shirts, different ways to help support this channel, social media, all these different ways you can help it grow. All your interactions with this channel, your comments, your likes, your shares, all of these things help me so much more than you could possibly know. So thank you so much for being involved in the channel. Thank you for everything you do. I couldn't do without you guys, and we'll talk again soon. God Empress, out!